This dentist in New York City gains more than 650 new patients every month without ads across 11 different New York City locations. Before working with Overflow Cafe, they had an unoptimized website and were overspending on paid advertising. They needed a better long-term strategy to help them attract more patients organically. We started with a detailed consultation, and after that, we optimized their website. Once the foundation was in place, we began our ongoing dental SEO campaign, which includes more than 200 SEO-related tasks designed to improve visibility, rankings, and new patient acquisition. The most important goal is always an increase in revenue and profitability. Today, the client's dental website shows up everywhere. They generate consistent revenue from Google, Bing, social media, ChatGPT, AI Overview, and all the other major AI platforms, while dramatically reducing their spending on paid ads. The key results so far: more than 650 new patients every month without ads across 11 locations, more than 3,900 top ranking keywords, more than 3,100 monthly website visitors, and an 1,800% increase in AI visibility. In this video, you'll see the results of my team's very hard ongoing work, which continues. We will walk through the client's website and explain how this dentist SEO strategy helped grow their dental practice and how they can grow even further. My team and I have been doing SEO since 1995. We've worked with hundreds of great dentists all over the world, and many of them have sold their clinics and retired. We don't work with startups anymore, but if you are an established, growing business, please visit the website link in the video description for a 90-day free trial. Let's jump right into this SEO project. So cosmetic and general dentistry, NYC Dental, nycdent.com. We've been working on this since 2019. So let's take a look here. Beautiful, well-designed WordPress website. 11 locations, gaining more than 600 patients, not leads, patients every month without ads. So websites are always a work in progress, and SEO is always a work in progress. So there's plenty. Every time I load a client's website, there's at least a dozen things that I would change, including the top menu, removing this video, adding different images, and font size. The font size is perfect, but the styling needs to be changed. And I would modify and simplify the layout a little bit. Heading over here, and we'll get into all of the detailed traffic and rankings reports and so on. Here's their services page leading to all of their various services. Of course, cleaning and checkups is probably the most popular. And then getting into cosmetic, teeth whitening, and then Invisalign, which is somewhere down here. Here it is. And each of these have their own page. Mouth guards, night guards for grinding, and sports guards, and so on. Not as popular as Invisalign and whitening and so on. And then, of course, they do cavity fillings and everything that a dentist does. Here's their teeth whitening page. It's very well optimized. Probably have to update the title tags and description tags, but they've got a video. They've got excellent text with custom images. They answer all of the most basic questions. And this brings in lots of wonderful patients to them every single month. And they also gain a lot of patients directly through the individual location pages, which I'll show you shortly. I don't like the form. The thing is, when a client wants something on their website, we really don't have a choice. We have to do what they say. I would like to remove that form at the bottom. I don't like it. I don't like forms like that. So here's the Invisalign page, working on a video. Very well done before and afters. These are probably some of the best before and afters that I've seen on dental websites. And you can click and view the gallery that's updated frequently. And they have even more before and afters on their social media, which I'll show you. Let's move on to one of their location pages. So this is going to be the Brooklyn location, and you see it gives some basic information, including the phone number. You see a photograph of the location here, and then you see a list of the providers. We don't have the entire supporting staff here. It's a lot of adding and removing as people come and go, but that's something to look into for the future, adding more or adding all of the different team members onto the website. Beautiful photograph here on the left. And again, on this form, I can't stand it. We always have problems with these forms. Sometimes they don't work. And then the contact us page is excellent. It's only missing the business hours. And that is actually something that Google looks for. It's actually my bad that's not on there. But the next update, you'll see that added there. And then you have an About Us page. Oh, this is not the About Us page. What am I talking about? It's over here. So this is the About Us page. And obviously this needs to be built out. This probably needs 1,500 words with a full company history and so on. But there's so many other things to do. Pages like this are on the back burner. I wanted to show you the source code. It is a WordPress website. It's very well done. The code is nice and clean. But I noticed after the last plugin update, a lot of the scores, which I'll show you in a moment, just went down drastically. Otherwise, it is an excellent WordPress website. And obviously, it's bringing the client tons and tons of revenue, so they're happy. Okay, can't render these scores right now, but I will tell you that this is not because the website is having a problem. This is just my computer. So I'm going to move on to Instagram. Instagram here, 37,000 followers from 280 posts. And if you take a look, they are posting on a fairly consistent basis, not as much as what I'd like, but you know, when you have a busy team helping patients, it's not so easy to film and to post. But you'll see lots of before and afters, lots of different team members, lots of patient testimonials and location tours and things like that. It's a very well done social media. They've also got TikTok, and I think TikTok is even much better than Instagram when it comes to dentists. Taking a look at some of their stats. So let's start over here. Their AI visibility score is 16. They have 63 recent mentions from 19 cited pages, and this would be from ChatGPT, AI Overview, AI Mode, Gemini, and so on. I would like to get this number to about, I would say 200 mentions from 100 cited pages. That would be my goal, probably for by the end of the year. Their authority score is 24. This is good. This is, if you take a look at all the other dentists in New York, they're definitely in the top 10 in terms of authority score. Their traffic share is 22%, which means that they could probably almost 5x which would also 5x their new patient acquisition. And I just don't think that they want that much right at the moment. 11 locations, they just wouldn't be able to handle that much intake. 3,000 monthly visitors, 4,000 keywords, no ads right at the moment, 285 referring domains, and 2,300 backlinks in total. So good. Here, if you take a look at this dotted line, this is where we started. They had about 400 monthly visitors. And you could see for many years before that, there wasn't much going on. This is when SEO started, and it's a very slow, steady process. You see, it goes up, it goes way down, it goes way up, goes way down. But it's trending up, 800, 1,000, 1,500, back down to 1,200. Up to 2,000, 2,500, 2,900, 36, 4,000. It goes down, down, down to 3,000. It goes down to 2,000. And then it trends all the way back up. Same thing with the keywords. If you take a look at the dotted line, they were ranking for about 150 keywords before we started. And then It's a very slow, tedious process. It involves hundreds and hundreds of hours of work, but they progressively move up 300 keywords, 500 keywords, 1,000 keywords, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 keywords. And the business just grows. And let's take a look at some of the keywords. So 3,900 keywords in total with an uptrend, as you can see, 3,000 monthly visitors with an uptrend. And the value of that traffic is about $11,000. Now that's if you were to go to Google Ads and just dump a bunch of money into Google Ads, you would be spending $11,000 a month. The client obviously doesn't have to spend that. They spend a fraction of that on SEO and they get all this traffic for free. Now, how much would you be willing to pay for about 600 brand new patients every single month? Not leads, actual paying patients. So let's take a look at some of the many keywords that they're currently ranking for. Obviously, their brand name, but you have dentistry, New York City, 24-hour dental care near me. You have specific names of staff members. You have dentist, NYC, Upper Side, general dentist, NYC, dentist in Upper East Side. Look at this one. So dentist in Upper East Side, they've got spot number 1. 170 people per month are Googling that. And they have a dedicated page for that location. They've got, let's see here, full arch dental implants, City Island, New York. They've got a Gemini response for that, and then it takes them to the page. Rockaway Boulevard, dentist near me, open on Sunday. They've got a maps listing for that, spot 1, of course. And there's 140 people per month that are searching for that. Dentist, Upper East Side, Manhattan, NYC Dental, local dentist, Manhattan, New York Dental Care, Dental NYC, all kinds, Best Dental NYC. You've got so many hundreds and hundreds of keywords. Some of these keywords are obviously more valuable than others. And dental x-ray Soho, they've got #1 spot in maps. 40 people search that up every month. Yonkers Dental Office, they've got their #1 maps. 50 people are searching for that every month. There's all kinds of extremely valuable keywords here. And let's move up into, by the way, before I move into their dashboard, they could theoretically go from 3,000 visitors a month to about 10,000 very comfortably. So if you check back in, I would say 2 years or 3 years, I know it's not slow. It's not slow. But if you have any kind of at all, you know that these things take a long time. It takes a long time to build something really beautiful. Building a company is something you do in a couple of hours. It's something that takes many, many years of work and dedication. And our clients are smart people. They understand that. This organic keywords number, I think it could go to 5,000. I really don't see it ever going higher than 5,000. This traffic number can triple, but then it means that the business triples and it means they have to hire more staff. It most likely means they're going to have to add at least 4 more locations. I just don't think that they want to right at the moment. It's in your business, you really just want to enjoy. But if they wanted to, their new customer potential is 4,300 new patients every month across their location. They could get possibly 36,000 new monthly visitors. This is if they expand into a couple other services that they don't currently offer. They have 327 additional keyword ranking opportunities that we haven't yet pursued. Their current keyword trend, 61% of their keywords are moving up, 19% are moving down, 20% are stable. 8,000 of they've 8,700 total ranking improvements across all the various platforms, and their current grade is an A+. When they signed up with us, it was an F, and it progressively moved from an F to a D to C to a B, down to C, down to D, back up to C, B plus, A minus, A plus. Maybe next week or next month it'll be back to a B plus. It's like the stock market, it goes up and down. Same as their website reputation and visibility, which are both, I was really surprised, both are at 100 right now. But you check next, maybe it'll be 85, 86, this will be 75, 76. It goes up and down. The blacklist monitor, they're clean. We actually clean them off of a blacklist once this year and once last year. And you'll be surprised. Most business owners have absolutely no idea that their business is on one or more blacklists. We monitor more than 60, almost 70. And I shouldn't even say if, when we find you're on a blacklist because your competitor has done something to you, we remove you, while you're sleeping, while you're running your business. Their domain authority is only 18, so we've still got a long ways to go here. Their spam score was in the 80s when they came to us, and now it has been lowered to 43. And give us another 1 or 2 years, we'll get this probably lower than 5%, which just means that their website is going to gain even more authority and power. We've recently built 765 backlinks from 253 referring domains. So as soon as Google Search Console picks all of this up, the numbers will be reflected in SEMrush in this report that you see here. And there are still 1,000 more backlink opportunities that we found, and we're pursuing those about anywhere from 30 to 100 every single month. Some months are better than others. Same thing with the backlink quality. You want this number to be as high as possible. So this is a very poor number. When we took on this project, the backlink quality was 0%. We have progressively moved it to 49, and it'll eventually go into 70, 75, 80, which is absolutely excellent. But, don't be shocked. A lot of the competitors have a very similar profile. We've attempted to build over the years 3,100 backlinks. And as you could see here by this chart, the last 90 days, some days they're gaining 0, some days they're gaining 1. You see here there was a day in middle of June they gained almost 8. So some days are nothing, every month they're growing. Another problem was toxic backlinks. We have had to remove over 1,500 toxic backlinks. This website has well over 3,000, so we're removing them as fast as we possibly can, but it is an uphill battle. Either way, the client is extremely happy as they keep growing and growing and growing. For you business owners out there, how much would you pay to save 4,300 hours? It's 4,300 hours of work you just didn't have to do, and you can go spend time with your family, do your favorite hobby, take it easy. Let my team and I do the work for you. You could try my platform out free for 90 days. We automatically connect you to all these various tools and systems, and you can show up in ChatGPT and Gemini and so on and so forth. And after the free trial, if you want to, you can continue. We offer an AI-powered SEO plan. It's $80 a month. If you have a bigger clinic, single location, $400 a month. If you're multi-location, like this wonderful person, $2,000 a month and up. We have much larger enterprises that pay much, much more, depending on what their needs are. Okay, I'll leave it at that. That's as much information as I can share with you today. It took a lot of time and hard work to achieve those results, hundreds of hours over the course of years, as you saw, just to gain momentum. And so obviously we're still making lots of improvements today. It's a slow and ongoing process, but it's very well worth it. Our standard operating procedure for dental SEO includes more than 200 line items of work, depending on your business goals. The impact of SEO is exponential. When it's done correctly, SEO helps to grow your dental practice, increasing new patient acquisition, and reducing your reliance on paid advertising over time. To recap this project, we completed our SEO checklist of more than 200 tasks, such as fixing indexing problems, full keyword research, technical SEO, on page SEO, content creation, image SEO, off page SEO, ongoing backlink building, ongoing conversion rate optimization, and much more. The list continues. The key results once again, more than 650 new patients every month without ads. And to be clear, that's across 11 New York City locations, more than 3,900 top ranking keywords, more than 3,100 monthly website visitors, and an 1,800% increase in AI visibility. And those numbers are improving every couple of months. Smart dentists invest 1% of their annual revenue into SEO because the return on investment can be extraordinary when executed correctly. Now, the keyword here being correctly. If you try to do SEO cheaply or quickly, your dental practice will never reach its full potential, and your smarter competing dentists will always beat you. SEO is a very long term, ongoing process that never ends, just like taking care of your teeth. My team and I have been doing SEO since 1995. We've worked with hundreds of great dentists all over the world. Many of them have sold their clinics and retired. We don't work with startups anymore, even though every day startups come to us and sign up for a free trial, and you're welcome to, but we really don't work with startups anymore. We work with established, growing businesses that are looking for help with SEO. And if that's you, please visit the website link in the description for a 90-day free trial. Thank you very much for watching, and please feel free to like and subscribe.